football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Monday. 10.
Second down and goal. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Kill. Easy, alert. Big 20. Hey, Alpha.
Now it's Stafford. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian stops, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Round 80.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd and long for Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
13, 13, 113. Run. Hey, Delta.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Check 390. 390.
I got you.
Wait, 89.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devon Kennard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Stay there. Cut, 180.
I'm coming.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, go orange.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgler.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, Vic. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Heavy. Here we go. Watch the zone. Double. Hey, Mike 52. You remember me?
Vic now. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And got his man complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Throwing, Vic, incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Handoff comes to Anderson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
31's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now on second and 16. Vick. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Oh, eluding the tackle. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Set, ready, and read. Strong right, strong right, strong right. Strong right.
Here's Redden. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
31's the mic. Let's go one more. 31's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
To throw, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
The defense would...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. Vic goes play action. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block. And 58 is a mic.
Vic readies to throw. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Vic forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Vick. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now here's Vick. And no, it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Squeeze, double up. Tight up. Wait!
Rivers now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. Touchdown,